So no.
So I was about to say
what I was gonna say.
So I was gonna.
But no. I.
Nah.
So what I was about.
But
Nah,
what
you're not
about?
gonna-
What are you? What am I gonna?
What are you trying?
What is this month?
What are you trying?
What are you trying to
I'm
say?
not-
So last week I was.
No, you
What are
weren't.
What?
Fuck it. Let's just get in the episode.
Okay.
Hey man, you heard about it? It's AJD.
All right, guys.
Welcome back to another AJD episode.
As always, this is your boy David,
This ant.
I'm Javier.
and as always, we got a lot in store for you guys
Yes, we
today.
do. What are
Come on
What
now.
are we talking about today?
I'm talking about the worst ways to go out.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm talking about what it's like to be a Chicano, a Mexican American here living in the United States. What are you talking about?
So I want to bring back a reoccurring segment
Are we doing that now?
with no, because I want you to start today.
Okay.
But I want to bring back a reoccurring segment, and I honestly want to name it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end off the episode with work stories with AJD
Work stories
on
from
now.
AJD. And where do we all work?
at a gas station.
Oh yeah.
In the public view.
Yeah.
And with the public.
Literally with the most probably public active
Yeah.
Literally.
work.
So.
But Javi, go ahead and kick
Yeah.
us off today.
So what I mean by growing up in the United States as American or Mexican American, Chicano is what we are. It's different, okay? And I say that because I was thinking about this story, like at work. Like funny you mentioned, and so you guys know what quinceañeras are, right?
Yeah, of
Celebrating the 15th birthday of a 15-year-old becoming a woman.
Mhm.
You know, 15, yeah. And there's a lot of tradition behind it. There's a lot of traditional things during the quinceañera. I personally have been a part of 2 different ones. None of my sisters though.
Really?
All my sisters like refuse to have one. Because,
Really?
Yeah, with the quinceañera comes a lot of learning how to dance, learning the exact
Yeah.
steps. There comes like having to dance with a significant like someone else that you've never met before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work that goes with this.
There's constant practicing weekly. You know, there's a lot of work that goes into this. One day, me and my cousin, I decided to go to my cousin's house, Anthony. May he rest in peace. It was like 3 years back, right? Me and my cousin and my other cousin Yair, right? We are all just hanging out, and he's like, "Let's go to a quinceañera. Like, there's one nearby. Let's go to one." And I'm like, "I'm not ready for one." And they do this shit all the time. All right, they do this shit all the time. And I was just not. I was wearing shorts. I was wearing this and that. They were like in their neighborhood.
So they just casually crash.
They just casually.
quinceañeras.
Yeah, they just casually crashed quinceañeras. If their friends were there, they were gonna be there eventually.
Okay.
And they did this casually. So I just
I've
wasn't
never
prepared
been
to
to
go.
one.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've never been to one that's been outside of my family.
Yeah.
So here I am getting ready to go to this quinceañera, and we get there, and already I'm surrounded by people that know my cousins, but not me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people they've gone to school with, people they've known throughout the
Okay.
years, and me being in this different part of like town, not knowing anyone, I was just the oddball. I was the weird. Oh, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. Don't worry about him. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Hi, I'm his cousin. You know? I
Yeah.
was that guy.
Like, who the hell are you? Yeah, I'm with them.
I'm with-
who the hell are them?
My cousins.
They know him.
Who is he? I don't
My
know.
other cousin.
And so there's a lot of girls at this quinceañera.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like the main part of the quinceañera, was the fact that there was going to be girls there. And at the point we were at, we were all trying to like go and at least talk to another female. At least. Right?
Okay.
It got to the point where one of my cousins was bugging on a girl. Like, I mean, like, he was like full, like, smacking lips with this chick.
Okay.
Right?
Hard eyes.
Yeah.
Like he was
in, right?
Okay.
My other cousin, he's he's talking to some female, and he's he's spitting game, right?
Mhm.
And I'm just there with all of their buddies. who
Quick
I-
time out. Do
Yeah.
you remember a line of the game that he was spitting?
No,
on
but
Shawty?
he was. Hey, I got one point question for you, girl. Why you so cute?
Yeah, he was on that.
Yeah, he was on that smooth criminal shit, bro.
Okay.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And there's this one chick, right? She super tall. And knowing my luck, of course the super tall girl will approach me.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
And that's nothing to do with height. Where I don't give a fuck,
yeah.
right? She approaches me and
So
she,
comparatively to you, to get a better image.
oh, she's like,
Are we talking like-
as tall as you are to me? Yeah.
So like a solid 8-inch height difference.
Yeah, a big height difference. She asked me to dance, and we're at a quinceañera.
You gotta say
Yeah,
yes.
you gotta say yeah, right? So I'm
for
like,
so many reasons.
I'm like, yeah. Up until this point, I not have been taught to dance, and as a Chicano, you should know that you either
gotta
know,
have that
you
step.
you either know how to dance or you don't
You
know
were
how to
born
dance.
with it.
Or I could say this for anyone: you either know how to dance or you
or you
don't.
know you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, or you know you don't dance. You're there
Yeah.
to talk. You're at that party to talk, not
Yeah.
dance. So when this native Hispanic girl approaches me, asking me to come dance,
8 feet tall.
yeah,
Towering over you.
asked me to dance in fluent Spanish, the most fluent Spanish I've ever heard, and she's like, "Come dance with me,"
Oh no.
and I'm like, "Of course." I'm like, "Oh, I'm in." You know,
Your heart
My-
is
now-
hitting the pita
yeah,
pata.
my cousins can no longer make fun of me, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was the worst.
I
thing.
She'll
did my
beat
deed.
him up.
Exactly.
I did my deed.
I did my deed. I did my job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home happy. Oh, how wrong I was. We stepped foot on that dance floor. I've never experienced anything like it to this day. We start dancing. My feet cannot move off the damn ground. I am like scared as fuck because up until this point, I realized that everyone dancing around me, they're all doing the exact same dance. So this is like a
like
rehearsed.
synchronized
This is a
and
rehearsed
everything.
dance. So I'm like, oh shit. Here I am.
I'm over here hitting the gritty, and they over there.
And Shorty's over there slow dancing.
I don't know what to do.
It got to the point where she had to let go of me and walk off
And left you on the floor.
and left me on the floor.
But at least
My cousin witnessed all of it. Couldn't hear the end of it. I could not hear the end of this story. Yeah. So,
did you tell him to get the fuck on the floor and start buzzing it down?
well, that's the thing. They were like, I would never go on that dance floor to like bust a move like you did, or attempt to like you did.
the pussy.
The fact that you were on there is hilarious.
That shows,
Yeah.
Honestly, that shows balls.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
But the
Like,
thing
they're
is,
like, I'm
all in.
Yeah, like at this point, I can't turn around.
yeah. Oh, man. And like,
Shorty's long ass arms is just gonna grab you from across the room.
I like kicked her and everything, dude. It was so bad. I like had 2 left feet, bro.
What do you mean you kicked
Like
her?
I was dancing, and
Like
I
you
kept
just
on,
misstepped?
Yeah, I kept on
Oh,
nicking her. You know,
'cause-
Oh,
By the original point of view, you said I kicked her and everything. I
I've
was
never
like,
danced
what?
with someone with such
Did
long
you just
limbs.
like punt this chick's shin when she walked away?
No, I just
Man, fuck you.
I've never, you know, and I didn't talk to the girl for the rest of the night. I attempted
I
to.
wouldn't either.
She didn't want to show me the time of day.
Ma'am, I'm sorry. No.
Beyond. But yeah, that was the first day that was the first time I realized to always be prepared to wherever I'm going. If I know I'm going to a quinceañera, I better learn some steps beforehand. And that's my
Or just don't
mentality.
go out on the dance floor.
Or just don't go at all. Yeah, basically.
but you.
So how did you feel at the wedding you went a few months ago?
The wedding I went a few months ago.
Yeah.
Well,
Because you were not
that's
prepared for that
different.
situation at
That's
all.
different because when I went and danced, I was dancing when no one else was. So I was
That's-
showing like I had spirit and heart. That dance in front of all these people I had no idea
That's
were
very true.
alive, right? But at a quinceañera where everyone's like, oh, this is a rehearsed dance. I know this song. Everyone dancing knows how to dance this song. There's a specific dance to the song. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing the stinky leg? you know?
Why are you doing the Cupid shuffle?
Yeah, why are you soldier boying up in here right now, bro? What's up with you?
That's
right?
true.
So yeah, and it was a powerful moment in my life because that was a moment I was like,
It was
okay,
a humbling moment. in
Yeah,
your
I should
life.
start
Like fuck it.
I should start participating in a lot of more dances at quinceañeras.
That's true.
Because
What about the other one you went to? You said you went to 2. Did you dance in that
Well,
one?
yeah, I have footage of me. Hopefully, I still have it of me like dancing. Of me
Yeah.
like
I would love
Oh,
to
that's
see
right.
that.
Because weren't you were a pretty big
Yeah.
person in this.
And both of the quinceañeras I've been in, I was like the main chambelán, which is like the main like. So the quinceañera, that's what the main like who the birthday, whoever birthday it is, the girl. That's like her. She's the quinceañera, right? She's the main girl in the big old dress. She's the main person in the main dance, and there's the main chambelán. I was the main chambelán for both of the quinceañeras I've been to.
Got you.
I'm not saying I've improved since that, but
I'm not saying I'm that guy, but I'm him.
But I'm the main Chamalan, baby. Like, nobody can fuck with me.
I'm the main chambelán maker. All right, that's how I am. But yeah, bro.
That's a big role.
That moment the moment that girl left me on the dance floor, I realized that I should
had to be the main Chamalan for the rest of my life.
So the next one,
I have to be.
He's saying fuck the bullshit in this next one.
You'll see on the videos if I show up that I'm pretty good with my moves. And there was a point in one quinceañera where I had a girl like underneath my legs, like twirling her, like in this. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. I'm pretty much
right.
him. You know.
Yeah, I am. The inevitable. We're all gonna face it.
Thanos.
Texas. The IRS.
That is a little personal. My ID's, but death.
Oh,
Death.
Yes,
Not
yes,
taxes.
yes.
Not the government. Death.
I think
What?
a bug went in my nose.
What would you guys say is the worst way to go out?
Being steamed alive.
Yeah. Like a fucking lobster?
Yeah, I'd say that would literally be because you'd feel every bit of that. Every nerve would feel. Every nerve ending would be boiled alive. Would be burnt off, and then
Until you get
You'd
to
die.
that first degree, I think it is
you
burned.
feel all of it, and then
Have
you
you guys
die.
heard of drip torture?
Drip torture?
I have.
They just increasingly put more and more Gucci products on you. And so,
Is that the one with the water droplet on the head?
yeah.
And then
And then it's
erodes
like
at
every
you?
like 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And then like it eventually breaks through so much like skin and tissue that like it's just your open nerve endings that feel the water, and it just like it feels like because it's just water from like 20 feet above smacking down on your just open nerve endings, and it just eventually kills you.
So it like erodes your skin,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
bone, all that with every.
Like,
That
all the
is-
way down to where it's just literally like that's all you
Do you
feel
know
anymore.
how long
And I
the
don't know if it
process is?
I don't. It's a long time.
Yeah, gotta be.
And it's like it's torture, and I don't know if it's just the immense pain that kills you or what, but it like fucks you up. I'd say that's probably one of the
That
worst.
could.
Yes.
That would. I didn't even consider that, but yeah, that probably
Because
is
that's
the worst.
like not even just the physical pain, but just the psychological
But
of like.
you'd have to be for that kind of death. You'd have to be captured and then tied up, hooked up to like multiple IVs to keep you alive for a couple of days.
Respectfully, I don't mean this in any sense other than just like what I'm about to say. But do you know how easy that is
That's true.
to get kidnapped? Like
That's true.
it's literally just like even me being a big guy, like it just takes
all it takes is a big rock.
like it could, well not even that, like it could literally be like you two, and if one of you guys has like a chloroform rag that comes up behind me and just like make me pass out, and you guys just carry me to a van.
Do you fucking tell him?
I thought you did.
Damn.
Why did you go British for that?
Sorry.
You fucking tell him.
Sorry.
I can't believe you've done this.
My whole identity changed.
Did you fucking tell him?
But that drip torture is kind of on the path I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going towards
fuck.
yeah, the medieval like tortures.
Oh, dude, the medieval tortures are fucked.
They were
Yeah.
just experimenting at that point.
Yeah.
They were just trying to
Like
hit
the
world
like
records.
the tar and feather
I haven't
times.
heard about that one.
You
Worst
haven't?
torture speed run.
Dude, they like just poured hot tar on people
Yeah?
and then dumped them in feathers as like to clown them, and it would kill them.
I haven't heard of that one.
But continue on with the ones that you researched.
There's this one called the head crusher.
Head crusher. I don't even know her.
And then it was just slowly crank it down on your head to the point where your teeth would just break.
Oh!
Yeah.
So is it just like slowly pressing
Yes.
harder and harder?
It's not like it just pushes all the way
Yeah,
down
it's not
until
like blunt force.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just slowly
yes, crushes it.
crushing your fucking.
Oh.
Your cranium.
Hey, what do you do to like get that kind of death penalty?
Dude,
Jaywalk.
Still
Pet
from
my-
a local, still a piece of potato from the local market.
Be an orphan and steal a piece of bread from the market. You're getting the head crusher. The head crusher fucking.
Dude, so
the death penalty.
And the head crusher, like, as soon as it broke your teeth, they would leave it. And over time, it would just slowly collapse on itself. And then you would die.
Oh my god.
It would take around as long as they wanted, actually. So.
Yeah, because they could always just like raise it up a little bit.
They did shit like that. I believe down in. I don't.
Down in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
That shit is
literally.
crazy.
I was gonna say like down in Louisiana.
That's where I thought you were going.
But
Me too.
I believe like down in like India or something like
Texas.
that.
Yeah.
They use elephants. They used to use elephants in ways of execution by head crushing.
Could
And,
be
like,
Africa as well.
Yeah, like stomping on their
Yeah,
on their
but that's like
executes.
that's instant. You know, like
Yeah,
an
but
elephant
still,
steps.
I
on your
can't
head.
that's
imagine.
creative guillotine.
Yeah, like,
That's all
that's
it is.
menacing as fuck.
Cannot imagine
to
a
just like
fuck-
imagine being strapped down and just seeing darkness.
Yeah.
And just like, but honestly, no disrespect to that. I'd rather pick that over the
100%.
the head crusher.
I'd rather die to an elephant than a head crusher.
What about
Yeah.
the Judas cradle?
Judas cradle.
So
Oh, I think. Hold on. Go for it.
they would like strap you up, be suspended by like neck usually, and then there was this pyramid that they would put the tip up your ass and then just slowly lower you
Literally.
over days. This was in this. I don't remember if it killed, like if they wanted to kill you, obviously they could, but I don't think they use this as a killing technique. It was just more of like torture.
Didn't they do these in public?
I want to say yeah.
Like,
Fuck
like
no.
all of these things used
Imagine
to be in public.
Going on Ticketmaster for front row seats for a pyramid
To
death, for a Judas cradle.
Yeah.
God no.
Like imagine imagine walking down like your block, just wanting to get like a loaf of bread for your starving family, and you look to the left, and you see Steve on the Judas cradle, and you're like,
Steve. And then Margaret is getting her head crushed by an elephant.
and then
come on,
Joseph
bro.
is getting tar and feathered,
Yeah,
and you're like,
star-feathered.
man, these are my friends,
What
man.
they do? Oh, they said hi to each other without looking.
he forgot
Margaret had
this.
her ankles out. Joseph stole a loaf of bread, and Steve is Steve.
And Steve has
Steve
four.
forgot to snap after the dap up. he got fried.
Steve has 5 letters in his name. We only allowed 4. Come on, Liam.
And there's this other one that's, I would say, a lot more gruesome, but a lot easier. Like the other one's more contraption. This is just torture by saw. They would get a 2-man saw. Yeah, the 2-man saw. They go crazy, and then they would tie you up each leg on just something flat.
Yeah.
Spread apart. Start at your ass crack, and then when all the blood rushes to your head, that gives them your maximum time alive, and it also slows the blood flow, so you are on that bitch for hours, but you're gonna die. And they would just chop all the way up to your abdomen, just
God, you did not gotta do that.
That
You did
sound
not have
effect
to
is
do
so
that
horrifying.
At all. Yeah.
because that's all you would do. That shit would
Just
be
from your ass to your abdomen. A 2-man job.
yes,
And
two-man
someone, like,
job,
what-
one on
I
each side.
cannot imagine being skilled enough to like pull.
I'm just digging into this man's ass crack.
Yeah.
That should be.
Yeah. You're catching a nasty whiff at the end. Pull.
Man, I'm kicking that shit to overdrive.
Overdrive.
There's this other one called the rack, and it's a wooden bed, and this one's kind of simple. And then they would tie ropes, legs, hands, and if you were dude, the smeat.
Oh my god. Why the smeat, man? Why the fucking Medusa, bro? I don't understand.
Okay, I was making that part up.
Okay, I
But
thought so.
Oh damn!
I was over here having
Imagine
an
if they did.
existential crisis.
that would be fucked.
Oh.
They just like
And if you're a man, the schmeat.
Yes.
and they would just crank that bitch, and it would
Crank that Soldier Boy.
they would hit that Soldier Boy on your ass, and it would
Until you just die.
slowly pull you apart.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, like limb, like it was usually
Imagine
limbs off first.
Just getting stretched. You probably feel good for a bit, and then your stomach would just start ripping. Your skin would start stretching.
Gushing.
Well, because it's
open.
at your limbs,
Yeah.
so your arms and legs are just like first dislocate,
That's a good point. Yeah.
then just because it's not like a fast thing of it's just like rips off.
Yeah.
Because that's super painful, but to feel it just like stretch, dislocate, then get ripped off.
Would you rather?
They incorporated, like, they evolved this and made it to where it does break your spine with like a something metal on your back.
That's
that
fucked
would
up.
keep
Who the
you.
fuck?
Yeah.
We can make this
And
shit
then-
better.
Yeah.
And
We
then
can
sometimes
make
at
this
that
shit
point
better.
they
Bring
would
it back
leave
to
them
the drawing
alive.
board.
They would just pull them far enough to where their spine literally is like unusable, so it basically paralyzes them.
Yeah, they just made it to where they could never move again.
Yeah, and leave them. AJD.
Wow, we're
Oh,
beautiful,
yeah.
aren't we?
So,
Untouchable.
as you all know, we all work at the glorious land of.
The red quick
Trip.
trip.
I was gonna continue on. He said the red. I was gonna say the white and the blue.
What was I supposed to say?
America.
Okay.
Or just Quick Trip.
Coach trip. Okay.
But yeah, so we all work at Quick Trips, and what's so beautiful about that is we all work at different Quick Trips. Like we don't all work at the same to where we get the same people that come in, the same stories. Like all three of our stores have very different clientele.
Yeah.
And so like that, I think that's what makes our AJD work stories so fantastic.
Yeah.
so are you setting up for a good one?
So I kind of want to let Anthony take the reins because he just recently sent a video to the group chat that was so
Horrible.
outlandish.
Oh my. Okay. So, bro, I was hitting that 9-hour shift, you know. Last like 15 minutes and go to the restroom to use it. Take a step in, bro. The most horrid smell of my fucking life, dude. Stuck up the whole bathroom.
Why
Like
is there always a bathroom, bro?
every time. Oh, I got this other one too that just happened yesterday.
Oh,
But I'll tell
no.
this one. But I walked in, smacks me in my face. Shit's horrible. I already knew it was gonna happen. I walked over to the stalls. I was expecting the big stall. It was the little stall. Shit on the walls, behind the seat, on the fucking sensor.
Did you save this video that you
Yes.
sent?
I'm not gonna show this video.
Why?
Because no one wants to see this video. No one's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm interested to see what the fuck."
I wish I could see what it looked like.
I wish I could see. Well, you're in luck.
And I went to my manager. I was like, my boy, I ain't doing that. Respect. And he was like, all right, I understand. Walked in there, took that shit.
Keeping on with the bathroom stories. I don't know.
It's
if
always
I've-
the bathrooms. Just
I think I've told you guys this story, but I don't think I've ever said it on the podcast. So at my store, we have our own homeless lady that will come in quite a bit. And so she's nice. She's a sweet lady, but she'll always like panhandle people to get her food, which whatever, to each their own. That's your own deal. There was one day that
I've seen her beating the shit out of a customer,
Nah.
mugging one of my favorite customers.
Somebody came in and told my manager, like, hey, there's somebody passed out on your bathroom floor. And my manager was like, what? So he walks into the bathroom, and it's in the small stall. And it's somebody, like, curled up in a blanket, just asleep. Absolutely knocked. So he's like, fuck it. Goes and grabs the broom. shoot.
Nah, bro, that is.
No.
Oh,
like,
that's fucked.
because the door was locked, so he couldn't get to this person. So he grabs the broom, reaches over the door, pops the handle.
Oh, I thought he
opens
said smacks her in the fucking head.
Bah! And so now he opens the door, gets down on her level, and is like, "Good morning, good morning, sunshine.
God.
It's time to wake up. It's time for school." And so she wakes up, and she's like, and just is like trying to talk to him, and my manager's like, "No, like you gotta leave. You gotta leave." And so she's like, she's stumbling, whatever. And so they get to the mirror. And you know whenever you get a damn good nap in,
Yeah.
you got to get a good stretch.
Yeah.
So he describes this to me as homegirl is wearing like oversized shorts and an oversized t-shirt.
So you gotta stay warm. Bathroom floors can be
She
cold.
stretches.
Middle of
and
June.
the shirt comes up. And this and my
no.
manager says, "David, that is the biggest bush I've ever seen in my life."
Oh, what?
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, what the fuck?
He saw
Like full jungle.
that's so gross.
And so he
But does he
kicks her
jungle?
out. Not like kicks her out, but it's like, all right, you gotta leave. Like you
I see too much.
you can't be sleeping in the stall floor. That's nasty. Get out.
With your Badusi bush out.
So she dips for like 5 minutes.
How is she supposed to keep warmth, first of all, but that's
How
a
is she
different.
supposed to maintain?
Like, it was like middle of May. Like it wasn't cold outside.
Okay.
It was like 75 and sunny outside.
Oh, so it was just a defense mechanism at that point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like she just went into the men's restroom and just slept in the stall.
bush.
Okay.
Keep going.
Zeus.
No.
He on that tactical Badushi bush too.
But then
Someone said with this.
but she comes back like 5 minutes later and tells my manager like, "Hey, can you get my shoes out of the trash?" And he's just like, "What?" She took off her Crocs, threw them away, and then made my manager get them. The same manager that had to wake her up from the bathroom floor.
You witnessed the Badusi.
So he unlocks the can and leans it at her. And she was like, "You're not going to get it for me?" And he looked at her and said, "Hell no. I'm not going to get your dirty ass shoes from the trash that you threw away."
He said that and quoted.
To her.
Oh, I love that.
And so she picked him up. He's a 20-year vet. Like
Yeah.
Does not give a fuck.
he's done with the shit. He's been smacked across the face mid like, so he's done with it. So he tells her that, and then she picked up her Crocs and dipped. And she's come back multiple times since then. But she like that is probably one of the most like what the fuck encounters I've ever
Man,
had
power
with
to the
somebody.
people, bro.
But God,
Like I get it. You're just trying to live.
Thank you guys for watching.
of course.
Be sure to give that video a like before you guys
Comment,
do.
subscribe.
Yeah, and be sure to give this video a like.
And let us know if you want us to finish that game as well. If you want to see them go at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a because there's a
But
lot
he
more.
was say- But there's more levels and there's other content that I didn't even get to that these boys hopefully will.
Thank you guys for watching
and listening.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.
Welcome
see you guys.
back.
They talk on my name, I'll be running the game. I'ma soak up the fam cause they know I'm the topic. Haters say lame, bro, but who could I blame? And I'm speaking the flame and they know I won't stop.